welcome back to Bet or Forget for 2025. Can't wait for this one. Louis Herman Watt here, and I got my man Declan Jones down there in Australia. Declan, a bang to start the new year. Vandalism or Shambleism at the Gold Coast turf track. What are we working with here?
G'day Louis, I don't know what we're working with. It's a shambles, that's for sure, down in Gold Coast. I tell you what, that track is cursed. You only have to go back to 2023 where the Magic Millions meeting had to be postponed due to the state of the track. Then they missed out on the Hollandale Stakes meeting last year because of the sandy track. So I don't know what's going on there, mate, but they need to get their stuff in order.
Well, that's right, and that's why it's a massive forget week for them, but I have to bet on Shambleism here because when you're dealing with repeat offenders, which unfortunately we are, you don't want to go and fan the flames and start talking about vandalism and misinformation because I think we know where the fingers are going to be pointing, and I understand in a crisis you don't want to put blame on key staff members and you want to try and navigate your best way through it. But unfortunately, that's exactly what they didn't do, and they created a you-know-what storm, and unfortunately, it's not what you need when you're getting animal activists up and about, when your biggest sale is going on that week. It's a disaster all around. I'm just crossing my fingers they can race there this Saturday coming. Let's move on to more positive things. Grail Seeker in New Zealand over the weekend. She was fantastic in the Telegraph. She'll win an Australian Group 1 in 2025. Bet or forget?
It's got to be a forget for me. Sorry, Louis. Look, I know you want the Kiwi horses to dominate for the sake of the Trans-Tasman rivalry, but for me, if I'm looking at NZ form, it's got to be for those 3-year-old classic Group 1s or the staying races. I know we had Imperatriz, obviously, and Rock and Horse too, but you know what? Got to see more of it. It's a forget for me.
Yeah, this is classic Australian naivety. You've even explained yourself there. You're tying yourself in pretzels here. She's another star. She's a mare on the rise. She's lightly raced. The way she's done it to the line there in the Telegraph, she's an excitement machine. She's rated really high. I think it was a soft track as well. She's as good as any of the 4-year-old sprinting mares you've got over there at the moment, and she operates fresh, so they can target something where she can get in nicely, and I think she'll definitely be winning an Australian Group 1 this year. I feel really good about that. She's a star on the rise. Okay, who is going to win a Group 1 in 2025 then for you, Declan?
Yeah, look, if we're talking sprinting ranks, there's a horse who, stamps his authority over the Australian sprinters when he absolutely brained them in the Coolmore Star. That's Switzerland. I think he's got one hand on the TJ Smith Stakes trophy already. He looks to be an absolute superstar. We're not going to see him for long, unfortunately, because no doubt he'll end up retired to stud as part of the Coolmore roster. I just thought he put a really smart field away that had multiple Everest runners. The world's his oyster.
I'll beat you there. I think he's a superstar in the making if he isn't already, and I actually suspect he'll be up my way at Royal Ascot mid-year, and I think he can knock one of those off and be maybe even a dual hemisphere stallion, which is pretty exciting stuff. That's Bet or Forget, punters. Have a great week.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.